know why he acted the way he did last night.
He didn't want to act like he didn't want to play.
But he's just a whole different person this year for some reason. See, a lot of these kids think that they got spots locked on this team. It's like I seen Mike.
Good, so.
He's a freshman, Alexander. They took him off.
Yeah.
Daniel's super cool.
another Madison County basketball game. We're here with Tommy Wilson. I'm Gary McNeil, and once again we're going to be doing the games for you this year. It's a possibility we may be doing all the county games, home and away. Since London only plays one game here at with Madison Plains this year, we're going to be doing the game down here today. So we'd like to welcome you once again, and we're looking forward to a really good season. Tom, we got a few things that you might want to, matter of fact, I want to introduce Tommy anyway. Go ahead, and Tommy, and tell him what you think about the whole thing.
Okay, well, first I want to talk about the JV game. It's a good game down through the wire. London won at 44-42 with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. That was a good one. Okay, now the records. There's no record. Well, London comes in 1-0, Madison Plains starting off, but you can throw it out the window. This is the, what do they call it, the barn burner? What do you call it, Sally? What?
Yeah.
Sally something to the barn.
I know. I hear you already. I'm loving it already. Well, we're going to take it back down to the floor here in just a second. London did split with Madison Plains last year, so it's all new ball game.
Yeah.
Plains, I believe, lost a kid named Cody Whitaker. We're going down to the floor now. We'll pick up the loudspeaker system. Carl?
Every time we get started, I get away from here.
We're kind of at a disadvantage here tonight because the floor is so close. The mezzanine floor where camera is right on top, almost the out of bounds line. So some of the corner shots, we may have a little bit of problem picking them up. And this is Carl's first time to do a basketball game for television. So if he makes any mistakes, just kind of bear with him because we're all rookies at this.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Plus, we got the band behind us also. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping they slow down. They're wearing my ears out. No, they're good. You tell how old I am, because I can't take all that noise.
I used to be a young man, still young.
Yeah, double nickel. I don't know if we can pick up their loudspeaker system or not. We're going to pick up the national anthem right now. I believe the band's going to play it.
Plains comes into this game tonight, coming off a close loss in the regional semifinals last year. They lost a lot of players, but they're getting that tradition, and tradition can carry you a lot of times. Okay, we're going to see the starting lineup. For London, we got Josh Stoney, a 6'5", I mean, 5'11" junior. 6'5", he ain't seen 6'5" in a while. We got Jason Brown for the Eagles. Okay, we got Sean Kahn, outside penetrator and a sharpshooter for London. And we got a 6-foot senior, Andy Wood, at a guard position for Madison Plains. Two of the three seniors start. We got Corey Bennett, another junior for London. He brings defense to the floor, gets the team going. And we got 6'3", Mike Hand, a sophomore. So London and Plains both starting sophomore. London, we got Mr. Adrian Terry, the only senior on the team. The only one to stick it out to a senior year. For Plains, we got 6'3" senior Benji Adams. We got John Wilson at the other forward spot. The Madison Plains, they got 6'5" junior Nathan Atkins. A lot of new faces for Plains.
Plains does have quite a few faces. I think we only lost a couple players from London last year. And London's coming in this game on a high right now. They got a win over Grandview last night.
Big win.
68-38. So even though we're starting only one senior and a sophomore, and most of the rest of the whole team are juniors, the coach said he was not going to use that for an excuse of being a young team. So, and we're looking at this game here is always a big matchup. You never know who's going to win this game. Yeah. Last year we split. London thought they was going to run away with them at the last game, and they come in and kind of beat up on us. So this is a get-back game. We're starting all over again.
Yeah, they got us 80-57. Like I said, Plains, they lost Porter, Eric Endres, and John Stauffer. A lot of players going from that regional semifinal.
Russell drumming against Atkins on the tip-off.
I'll try to stay impartial. Let Sonny control the tip. Messing up already. I said Sonny controls the tip. He wasn't jumping.
I was kind of worried. I thought the band was going to play the whole game there. Got Sony, he's going to do the point guard work for this team. Yeah, he's setting up things for him.
I call him the franchise.
Good block by Atkins.
Took it into the big boy.
Yeah, he said, don't bring that stuff in here. Don't come in here weak with that stuff. How tall is this Atkins? 6'5".
London going with the diamond. Full court pressure. I know they'll go man to man. That's their trademark.
Looking like Plains is going to be a run. They're going to be run and gun here. They draw. Plains draws first blood. I didn't get who got that point.
Benji Adams.
You got the score over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Corey Bennett up top and misjudged the throw and threw out of bounds, trying to get the ball over to Sony.
Yeah, London needs to settle down a little. Big crowd. Both teams just got to play ball.
Believe it or not, we had really super support for London's game over at Grandview last night, too. I couldn't believe it. We had almost as many there as Grandview did.
Yeah. Bucket by number 15, Mike Hand. London trails 4-0.
Wilson makes the drive and gets called for an offensive charge. Little turn spin move there, but the player was sitting there waiting on him and held his position. It was a good call. I can't say enough about that reserve game, Tommy. Those kids went right down to the wire, took a Hail Mary three-pointer to win the game for them.
And went in.
With what? 2/10 of a second left on the clock. I wish we'd have filmed that game, taped it.
London got lucky. Missed, what, 4 front ends with 1-on-1 and still come up on top. London.
Do you know of any changes in the rules this year?
Not at the high school level, no.
Okay, because I know they had the one that you could dribble the ball and not be called for 5 seconds in the college level. I didn't know they changed it in high school or not.
I don't think you can do it at high school. I don't think they changed it at the high school level. Because I've seen a couple 5-second violations in the JV game. We got number 33, Clay Mace, in for Mike Hand for the Golden Eagles.
Adams will inbound the ball. Brown shot off. Brown tries again. Off again.
Wilson comes down with the ball. London has to get Sean Kahn involved in the ball game.
Yeah, he played a real good game last night for only being a sophomore in his first varsity game.
Right there it is.
Right there. Whoop, there it is. The boy's got some awful good moves for only being a sophomore. As you've seen, the coach told us in the preview that Terry was going to be a shot blocker, but not to keep stats on it. And I can say one thing about shot blocking. There is an art to it, and most people don't understand that you block the shot after the ball has left the shooter's hand.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and if you come down on it, it's automatic. Whether you touch him or not, you're going to be called for a foul.
I talked to Adrian the other night, and he said he was going to back away from trying to block his shot because he didn't want to be sitting on the bench in the second quarter.
Number 10, I believe that's Brown, Jason Brown. That's knocks it in free for the front end of the 1-and-1.
Now don't get Sean Kahn's age confused with his ability, because I was going to say that boy, well, that young man can go out there and he can play with the seniors' mentality level.
Brown knocks in the second one. London's having a little trouble with the inbounds pass. Plains is throwing a pretty stiff full-court press on there. London's going to slow down and regroup. Plains up 6-2. 5:47 left in the first quarter. Tommy, I feel like I'm back at home. I've done the football games and got a little cold out there.
Yeah.
That just isn't my big thing, but I'm glad to be able to do it for the people and the fans in London.
The indoor sportsman. Wilson with the shot.
Off the mark.
Terry fights for the rebound.
Terry's quite a hustler. He's got to lead this team this year, being the only senior on the team.
Yeah.
Good move by Corey Bennett. That's one Bennett that's in it.
London comes up with the steal.
Goes for another one and gets fouled. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all right. Just in through the game. He's shooting 2 at the free throw line. Let's hope the varsity team does a little better than the JV team did at the free throw line.
Yeah, we had a lot of trouble in that JV game with free throws. They must have missed 4 or 5 front ends of 1-and-1 at the end of the game. Well,
you said it.
I must have jinxed the young man. These guys are coming off of a heck of a football season too. Got to be more than proud of them. As Bennett missed the second half of the 2-shot foul.
These free throws can make you or break you.
Yeah, a lot of your games are won at the free throw line.
What we got, a flagrant foul?
I believe that was called on.
We got a foul on
41.
Lindsey Adams, setting a moving pick. And we got the net up. Come on, ref, get the springs up there. Jump up there and get it.
Well, he said, yeah. He showed him what he could do. That ball must be a hot potato tonight. We're having trouble holding on to it.
London broke the press with only dribbling the ball maybe 2 or 3 times.
Got a triple hustle here by Corey Bennett and I believe it's number 10, Jason Brown. Tie-up jump ball, arrows in the favor of Madison Plains, the Golden Eagles.
And you can break that press without dribbling it. They're taking only 2 to 3 dribbles. That's the coaches love to see that.
That means everybody's got to be in sync, the chemistry's got to be right, and you got to be able to read other people's minds.
Yep.
So the defense just don't always cooperate. Like that.
London in the man-to-man. Gustin's.
That Brown must be the floor leader out front there. I figured Wilson might block that one. Terry just about tipped it in for them. Kahn comes out with the ball. He's setting up top. A little fancy dribbling out front. Almost lost the ball. He's back into it. What happened there? Was that a handoff or what?
That was a no call, and then Terry just come up with the loose ball. I thought it was a foul.
The juke move didn't work for number 15. And Brown knocks it in.
London's missing the box out on the closed shots.
We got a score of 8-6 with 3:49 left in the first quarter. London's trailing.
He's hurt. He got hit in the face. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Stop the game.
Yeah, I don't see how they missed a foul being called on that. The kid's eyes almost turning black.
Anytime a player goes up and swats the ball like that, 9 times out of 10, the referee's going to call foul. Almost ripped his head off.
I'm sure Con said, I didn't hit myself, ref. I think he's all right. He's a tough kid. He played quarterback on the football team. He ended up being a starting quarterback in the playoff in the last game against John Alder, so he's used to being hit.
Bennett travels. London on that inbounds play looked to isolate John Wilson at the low post, but Plains looked like they was playing a little soft zone. Took it away from him. Number 31.
31?
Yeah, for London. You want to say his name?
Gruke.
Gruke?
He explained that to us in the Meet the Team show we did, and I believe it's Gruke.
Okay, Gruke. I seen him in a couple scrimmages, and he's a hustler, and he's got nice touch on his jump shot.
Yeah, he is a hustler. He hustled a lot last night. Oh, he just give that away. A little spin move on Terry, and it was easy two. Gruke.
Big man intimidated him a little, made him change his shot. That's the same as a block, isn't it?
I'd say it is. You come in there at 6'1", and a 6'5" guy goes over top of you.
Now he packed it. Gruke packed number 12.
He's a hustler now. He'll get after him.
Andy Wood. What we got here?
We had a really good rotation last night. Coach seems to be, he runs the players in. He doesn't wait till they get super tired. And the rotation worked real well for him last night. They had a full court press on Grandview and just killed Grandview with that full court press.
Yeah, well,
they practically had him out of the game before the first half was over.
When I talked to you, what'd you say, they doubled the score on them? What was it, 68-38?
68-38. Bennett was the leading scorer with 14 points last night. Had really balanced scoring because Wilson come up with 13 and Kahn had 11.
That's what they need year in, year out. Balanced scoring, they'll have good seasons. Adrian's still trying to block him shots.
He came up with the rebound. He evidently intimidated the guy because he threw the shot off.
Nice move to the hole.
Okay, and he gets the roll.
That's gonna stop and go
after.
Like Damon Bailey for Indiana.
Who won that game today?
Indiana was up by 15 when I left.
That's hard to believe.
After the half.
Well, they just got beat by Butler.
Yeah, that was a wake-up call. He's traveling in the corner.
Madison Plains leading by 2 with 1:45 left in the first quarter. We got a barn burner going here, Tom.
I'm trying to keep track of this score.
It's hard, ain't it? You had me doing it last year. Now we get some out there to donate us a scorebook.
There we go. Now I got it, 10-8.
You probably give them somebody points they didn't get them.
As long as I got 10 down here. We'll let Johnny Licklider figure out the rest.
Number 33, Clay Mace, throws the ball in.
We got Bo Williamson in for London.
Andy Wood set up. Wood jumper is good. Little 12-foot jumper, and it's good.
We got Williamson in for Johnny Wilson. Williamson, he's a big, strong kid also.
He didn't play too bad last night. Getting Kahn in the game, no short 12-foot jumper by Kahn, he knocks it in.
He gets in the game, make him extend that defense, things will open up on the inside. Nice block.
Good block. You see more and more of them anymore since Michael Jordan started coming behind people and blocking shots like that. You see a lot of shots being blocked that way anymore.
Got number 35.
We're down to 1 minute, first quarter, left in the first quarter. Plains is up by 2, 12 to 10.
Got Jamie Lewis and Jason Brown into the game from Madison Plains. Ball, Lewis fumbled.
Kind of have to talk up toward the mic, Tom, because I know it's not picking up that good.
I thought it was one of them high-tech babies. I can stand in the next room.
That belongs to Mr. Carl King there.
Okay.
It's probably all right, but just to be safe, because I didn't bring all the other equipment with me, so we know how it was reading and stuff.
You didn't bring all that other equipment because you want to get out of here when this game's over.
Man, it takes a long time getting out there packing up all that equipment.
Look in there. He traveled. Oh, he got bumped by number 10.
Yeah.
Jason Brown.
He's doing a good job of penetration. This way it gives him a chance. He's knocked in a couple. So now he's going to draw some attention in there and be able to drop it off to some other people for some real easy shots.
I think Sean Kahn, if the offense was designed to go his way, he could average 25, 30 points a night. But London may lose all their games doing it like that.
Yeah. It's got to be a complete team effort.
Yeah. Fouling Sean Kahn.
Coach Kurt wants a timeout with 41 seconds. Plains up 12 to 10.
Got Clay Mace at the line shooting. Let's see the referee's fingers here.
Evidently he must have changed his mind because he didn't get the timeout.
He missed the front end. Kansas second.
Clay Mace. How many's he got now, Tom?
1. The free throw. What we got here? We got foul on number 23. Phil Lilly, a 6'4" sophomore. $14 fouls on Plains. Plains playing good man-to-man defense at half court.
Right now, London's being out-hustled by Plains.
Foul on Bo Williamson.
Bo Williamson come in and picks up his his first one, right?
Yep.
Let's see if we can't get a stat person to do this for the home game next week.
There's a lot of people in the stands.
Yeah, we pick out one of them, huh?
What if they want to donate their time for a free pizza?
You got to be quick to get them pizzas. Tyrone always got them.
We're going to talk Coach Nance about that.
Little stall tactics. 5 seconds left. He goes up with 2 seconds and misses the shot.
Perry with the rebound.
But he accomplished what he was trying to do because if he missed it, he wanted to give London another shot before the quarter's over. London's trailing 10 to 13 at the end of the first quarter. Tom, I'd say Plains is really playing an upbeat game here. They're playing up-tempo. They're pressing real well. Everybody seems to know their role. It's just looks like a little bit better team than last year to me.
I can't say that yet, but they're, well, the same philosophies, hard-nosed defense. Coach Curdy's instilled that in them, it looks like. If you know yourself, if you play good defense, good things will happen.
Yeah.
And London's just got to go out there and try to hold on to the ball and run their offense, and good things will happen for them too. So
the way they're getting up and down the floor, it seems like there'd be more points on the board than there are.
Both teams are missing a lot of shots. Madison Plains is getting a lot of second shots. So we'll see what Guston does to counteract that. Coach Maynard had to put his sweater back on. He didn't want the crowd to see all that sweat that was rolling off of it.
I know he was steaming it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to maul Tommy Whitelow out there on the floor at the end of that game.
Plains goes into a 1-3-1 zone. Sean Kahn misses.
Clay makes a little short jumper. Use the board perfect. That's the way that shot is supposed to be shot. Use the board, folks. You young players out there, learn how to use that backboard on the side and it'll double your game.
London's trying to figure out how to go up against this 1-3-1 zone. I think Coach Guston may send his big men on the baseline, try to come up from underneath.
I've always liked the 1-3-1 zone. I always liked the 1-3-1 offense too.
See how he spreads them out here. You really can't see in the corner.
Tony sets up out front over the drill feed. Got Bennett down in the corner, had a two-man game going there for a minute.
You can get that ball on the baseline against this 1-3-1, you can break it open. Air ball by Bennett.
Yeah, that went clean over the basket. Three-point attempt by number 33, Clay Mace, who was well off its mark.
London's trying too hard, it seems like.
Yeah, I think Coach will settle him down here a little bit.
There's that bucket with the lid on it.
Can't get anything to fall. I think we had the same problem down here last year.
Number 10, Jason Brown with the bucket.
Is he relation to Coach Brown?
I don't know. Maybe. Last name's the same.
Yeah.
London's still trying to figure out how to break this zone. Offense. No bucket. Bucket no good. Got offensive foul.
Give him the bucket.
Who is that, Mace? No bucket.
Well, Plains they got a timeout here when Plains took a 7-point lead there. With 5:59 left in the second quarter. London trails 17-10.
London's playing somewhat bad, and they're still in the game. Like you said, they're shooting the ball, I mean, terribly.
Can't seem to get anything to fall so far. But we're definitely getting the shot.
They can't, well they can, but I hope they don't keep shooting like this. They gotta start putting the ball in the hole. They're getting down and playing defense. The ball just won't go in for them. You can either credit that to Plains defense or London shooting. Which one is it?
I think the defense is throwing them off right now. They got them a little bit rattled. They got to figure out how to settle down, get back in sync. So they're rushing their shots for one thing, not squaring up, and this is going to tell the tale of whether they can regain their composure and straighten this thing out.
When you see two teams come out and play defense the way they're playing, You know they're disciplined ball teams. Pump fake him again. Terry's got pump fake, or whoever goes into that big guy, get in there, jump stop, pump fake, get him off the feet and shoot into it.
Yeah, because he's going to try to block every shot.
Yeah. Number 10, Jason Brown for 3.
20-12, Madison Plains.
Jason Brown is in relation to Mr. Brown, athletic director. You make the call.
Terry gets the rebound, it's no good. London's just getting out hustled. Some on the boards too. Good rebound by Bennett.
Now when you take it down, slow it down, and get Adrian Terry into the ball game. See, everything's one pass and a shot. One pass and a shot.
Adrian Terry attempts a shot and gets fouled by Lewis. Lewis is 6'3". Lewis 6'3" senior. Terry sets up the line for a 2-shot foul.
We could really use these at the clock stop. Put a couple points on the board.
That would help. Anytime you get the clock stop, you're supposed to take advantage of it. That's why they call them free throws.
Yep. And Adrian sinks the first one. It gives him an unofficial 3.
Unofficial, is it?
Johnny got away with that down at the other end, but they caught him down at Plains' end.
Yeah, Mace was trying to penetrate there and caught, I believe it was Wilson coming in from behind him trying to tip the ball away, and he got called for a foul.
Okay, let me mark this one down.
That's his second foul, Wilson.
There's a big man. He's got a soft touch. He has a real soft touch.
Yeah, Atkins knocks it in. Little short jumper. About 10 feet.
There's the 3 by Corey Bennett.
Corey Bennett. He knocked in his first 3 for the night.
They may have different faces on Madison Plains' team, but I think their inside game's a lot better. And outside game too.
Which is going to make the outside game. Brown just knocked that one in. It was short 12, 15-footer.
Let it go.
Katie barred the door. Bennett's got that down pat, ain't he? You can tell the crowd didn't like that from Madison Plains.
Offensive foul by number 41, Benji Adams. Corey did a little action there too.
Yeah.
You see that?
He's taking them charges now. Boy, be beat up for the night's over.
Yeah. That's 2 fouls on Adams.
I don't know if I could take them charges with them guys because they get up pretty high. They got the knee right in your face.
That's why you got to fake it.
Yeah.
Give a little.
Do you think the London practices faking taking charges?
I don't know. Maybe a couple drills.
Now you know because you're on the coaching staff.
I was trying to teach the kids that the other day. A lot of them won't be tough.
I know, because you always want to knock somebody down.
Want to stand there and take it. They don't want the crowd to see them fall down.
I see where your college Mount Union's either still in the playoffs or...
Yeah, they won today 56-7.
I seen that.
Yeah.
They're about like your basketball team, wasn't they?
Yeah, we get beat 56-7. Felt like it sometimes.
I heard that. I know that's right.
Yeah, Wilson bring the ball in.
Brooklyn comes out of the corner pretty smooth.
London's got to get him out of this. Break it a couple times real easy.
Good pass over to Terry. Shot too long.
Big man throwing things on.
Plains is getting up down the floor now.
Yeah.
And they want the ball. Comes Con, watch out behind you, good move.
He's seen him.
Bennett went for another three and off the mark.
Shot selection's bad.
24-16, Madison Plains leading. 3:20 left in the second quarter.
Adrian Terry has to get in this ball game.
Good rebound by Grillke.
Coach Gustin, I think he'll emphasize that.
Yeah, I think he might have seen something that he's going to relay to the fellas. It's maybe going to help them out because they've been running up and down the floor kind of wild. What's his name, the coach?
Coach Gustin?
Maynard. I'm trying to think of Maynard's name. Maynard, he'll straighten him out.
Just call him Sweaty. Yeah, they're letting the big guy for Plains, Nathan Atkins, pretty much intimidate him and stop him from getting their inside game going. If you live by that jumper, you'll die by it. Guaranteed, not unless you're hot that night. Shooting 70–80% from the field.
Yeah, the jumper, you got to get your inside game going. I was kind of in a daze there, thinking about something else. I didn't quite catch on what you were saying.
Now, Coach Tarkanian, and what's that one guy's name? Used to coach Loyola. Dick West, or I can't think of his name. Well, he went to the NBA, but their philosophy is if they shoot double the amount of times that the opponent does, then they're
going to get double the amount of points.
And if
some of them got to go in.
If they shoot 30%, they win the game.
Well, Tark the Shark used to have my team.
There you go. John Wilson takes it inside, gets fouled. Put a little butt action in that one.
Yeah. Jump in and push your tutor out.
And get the foul.
Draw the foul.
So you are a Tark the Shark fan, huh?
Yeah, he's running Rebels. That was my team for years. Now that he's gone, I got to find me another team now.
I've been a Michigan State fan. The house that Magic built.
Did they win today?
No, they got beat by 4, 72–68. Louisville beat them.
I'm surprised Kentucky got beat. Weren't they number one?
Yeah. Wilson
knocks in both of them, right?
Yeah.
24-18.
I'm gonna let you say that. That's his first 2 points of the game. Oh!
Blocked by Grillke. Got up pretty good on that jumper.
Is London in a zone? A 3-2 zone?
I'll have to watch for that. This bar's kind of got my frightened away. You got to be the peek under it or climb up and look over it.
We got Sony here for Gruke. We got Corey Bennett at the line shooting 1-1. London's in the 1-1 with 2:40 left in the
first half.
That's it.
Got a little confused. Oh, we got the official down at the other end of the floor, cleaning up the floor. I guess they got to do it all. Then he wiped his head with the towel, Tommy.
Yeah. He had to make sure the towel's wet. Bennett sinks the first
knocks in another one.
London staying close. Playing bad and staying close. Makes you wonder. They shoot 50% in the first half. How many points will they be on top? Pump faking, that's it.
Yeah. Go up with authority.
That's 5 points for Terry.
He finished that one off, which I was glad to see that.
Travels, give up the rock.
And number 30, Ryan Howard. 5'10" guard, you got called for traveling.
London, they need a bucket here. Need a bucket here bad. Now they're handling this press. Now they're handling it.
That's probably what that
Look in there,
timeout was
square
about.
up, square up, square up. That's when you square up, you get the ball that low, you square up and face that man. That way he's got to back up off of you and play defense.
Yeah.
Instead of riding
as long as you got your back to him, he can lean right on you.
Yeah. London's tightening the defense. Bucket by number 10, Jason Brown.
Jason Brown ain't afraid to go up inside and drop that shot off.
No.
Little 2-foot jump stop.
London does a good job of catching the ball on the fast break, on the press breaker. That was a block. Yeah, London does a good job on the press breaker, catching the ball, jump stop, and getting it on down the court.
Had Con penetrating and got a chance to go to the foul line.
That's what he's good at. He can weasel his way in that lane one way or the other.
Weasel, is it?
Yeah.
Boy, I see the band getting ready to fire up again.
Yeah. He hits his first.
What's Con got, about 5?
5. Boy, you keeping official score? Unofficial
No, I looked
score
over at your
too.
sheet.
Okay. He hits his second.
Gives in 6 and scores 26-23 with a minute and a half left in the first half. Madison Plains leading by 3. Good little dish off there to number 15, Mike Hand, who knocks it in.
I'll give his hand 4.
We're handling the press pretty good now, like you said. Now we got to get some points out of it. Had number 30 kicking the ball, Ryan Howard. Ball goes over to London. Or stays with London.
Nathan Atkins for Plains. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. You can see it in him.
Well, Tom, we're down to a minute 10 seconds in the first half, and there's about a 5-point difference there. The Plains leading.
Throw it in there. Throw it in there. Sony shoots.
Sony's out a little short on the mark. We'll have to hit the weight room.
Plains working around. They're running the flex. They're running the flex there.
Sony's trying to work overtime, trying to get a steal, and got called for the foul.
London can go in at the half, down 3, and keep it the way it is, keep it a 5-point difference. I think Dustin will be satisfied with that.
Plains ball out of bounds with Han or Han, I'm not sure how you say it. We'll be inbounding the ball.
We got Bo Williamson and Gruke into the game for London.
.9 seconds left in the game now, in the first half. Boy, I got this game over quick, didn't it?
Yep, there you go home. Go ahead.
Oops, there it is.
And back up 38.
We got a little mix up here. Oh, we got the official clean the floor again.
They need to keep a couple guys at both ends with towels in their hands.
Uh-huh.
When a player gets fouled, throw it to them, let them wipe the face off, just like the NBA.
Yeah. And pay him well.
Yeah.
I go down and mop up that floor for NBA money.
Run the flex. He's hauling for it. Oh no, he's just stretching. Going drive.
Stretching it out now, aren't they?
This is when you need weak side help.
Little 3-man figure eight up top. Takes you back to junior high days.
Number 20. Hughes, DJ Hughes.
Terry goes up strong and knocks it in.
By Terry, that gives him
4:30-25.
They're going to spread it again. No, they're not. And bucket good. Jason Brown.
Brown makes a little spinning.
9.
9 for Brown. He's carrying them through. Made a little spinning move down the middle, made a turn.
And Plain spread, when they spread the floor out, you think they're going to stall the ball, but they're just opening it up for a drive. They're not taking any time off the clock at all. They're making one pass and then going through the hole with it. Hey, they missing.
4 seconds left, London with the ball.
Keep it, Sean, keep it.
Tom's going for a goal.
It was close.
No good. Well, Tom, we got a really good first half, like I knew it would be. Plains is up by 7, 32 to 25. And we're going to take a short break here, and then we'll be back.
Take a man.
2 minutes left before the second half gets started here. I'd get a rundown on some of the scores and what you got there.
Okay, now remember, this is unofficial. For Madison Plains, we have DJ Hughes with 2 points, Jason Brown with 9, Andy Wood with 2, Clay Mace with 5, Mike Hand with 4, Benji Adams with 4, Phil Lilly with 1, and Nathan Atkins with 6. For London, we got Sean Kahn with 6, Adrian Terry with 7, John Wilson with 2, Corey Bennett with 6, Mike, what'd you say his name was? Heat Gruke with 2, and Bo Williamson with 2.
So that should add up pretty close to 32 to 25.
Yeah, pretty close.
Unofficially.
Pretty close.
In favor of Madison Plains. Well, we've had quite a barn burner here so far. So if it goes anything like the reserve game it's going to go right down to the wire.
Like I said,
Ready for another half hour of basketball.
London played bad, but they fought to get back into the game. They're only down 7, and that's not a lot of points to make up.
Get caught or turn around, maybe pick up a little bit of the crowd. Yeah, see if you can turn around and just pick up a little bit of the crowd.
Tried to catch you sleeping, didn't you?
Got a pretty good turnout here for both teams. You can't tell right now, but the stands, everybody's out getting them a coat. The stands are full. Got 3 drummers back here going to break them sticks in a minute.
What'd you say? We're going to get Carl to go over there and break them.
Lord have mercy.
Got Plains inbounding the ball.
And we're rolling again.
Look up. That's Clay Mace.
Missing the first shot, right?
Yeah, now he's starting the second half, whereas he didn't start in the beginning of the game. We got Wilson called for step.
You know, and I was watching that. I don't think he did step. And we used to use that move when we was in school, where you'd spin around on the 1 foot and come up on your toe, but you wouldn't leave the ground. But it looks like you're doing it. If they're not watching your feet, they're going to call travel.
Now Guston, he uses the Kevin McHale move. I can't quite get that down yet. Coach Long, he's got to show the kids. There's Brown again.
Oh, we should have had a foul there and then hit him upside the head. Poor Bennett gets hit in the left eye.
And to me, the Kevin McHale move looks like traveling, but when you step back and look at it, I don't think so. And when you step back and look at it, it's close, but yeah, it'll pass.
It's a move Dave Peterson used to use.
We're at Lily Chapel.
Yeah. Con got a little shorter, a little closer shot. He was fouled on his shot. Bennett picks it up, knocks it in.
Big guy.
He wasn't going to be nice.
Oh, nice left by number 51, Nathan Atkins. That was sweet.
Come around, change hands with his left hand.
I thought he was going to do a reverse layup, but he shot it. Well, he double reversed it. Came around the right and shot it with his left.
Laid that arm out there for Terry to grab and get the call for the foul.
That's 2 on Terry.
Should have been a foul call there. It was called.
Foul number
I'm
33.
calling ahead of the officials here.
Clay Mace. Atkins, his free throw looked a little flat.
That's 3 fouls on Mays. Plains is up by 10 now, 37-27. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Connor makes a move down the sideline. Sideline. I'm back in football.
Yeah, you're in the indoor sport now. There goes that scrappy defense.
Mace goes left hand. Lays it in.
Mace.
These guys act like they've been up to the Cowling Park.
Park rat. Adrian, he just can't get in sync.
You can't say enough about this Coach Kirk from Plains. He's really turned this program around.
He's proven. Bucket by Atkins, assist by Benji Adams. London takes a timeout. 6:03 remaining in the third. London's down by 14, 41-27.
Got your math together too, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I might not have my scorebook together, but I can add. I picked that up from my dad.
Plains huddle here. Like I said, this Coach Kirk, he's really done a job with these kids. And he's turned this program around. They're giving London fits anymore.
Yeah. Usually, like I said, they split last year. London won at home, came up here, well, down here, and they got us. They beat us bad.
And now they're trying to do the same here this year. Down by how much?
14.
14. All right.
But Coach Kurt, he's definitely turned this program around. Eagles basketball, well, back when Coach Hughes, he was a coach, that was back in the 70s. They went to the district and really been like a downhill slide since he left. Now they're back in the saddle.
And it's pretty neat because I come in, I don't know too much about his team. And I said, Coach, have you got any stats or something that we can relay to the public? He went and got his whole book for all last year.
Yeah.
Said, here, take it. I want to thank him for that.
Put it back up, pump fake in. Bucket by Wilson.
Wilson goes back up strong.
I'm getting partial.
Yeah, I see you coaching over there.
Coach Gustin, he's the coach. I'm just calling it like I see it. Deny, deny, deny.
You gotta be fair to both teams now.
Why? He has a soft touch. I'm gonna start calling him the Iceman.
There's a lot of good ball movement there. Must have been at least 10 passes in that sequence. London's content to shoot that long jumper. They didn't draw anything but air.
Nathan Atkins had 14 points in the ball game. They're not going at him. That's the problem.
43-29. Who's that foul on? Number 23.
Corey Bennett.
Corey Bennett. That's his second.
They're not really taking it to that big guy. You make him play defense, he'll slow down on offense. Because he'll start thinking. The same way he has Adrian thinking. 3 seconds! Oh.
Now, Tom, you got to cool it, man.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh, they missed the 3-second call. They get the foul. I'm going to try to be impartial.
Who scored that one? Was that our diaper dandy and hit that one?
Yeah. Coach Brown was kind enough to invite us to his house, so.
Yeah.
Go, Adrian.
Oh, it should have been a foul there. Go, Con. It's your birthday. Good two. We'll take it. Didn't go.
London can't get that ball to go in the hoop.
We got to have those.
I've never seen one of Madison Plains practices, but Coach Kirk, he has to get hyped up and get the players going.
I tell you what, this Atkins is posting up like a madman in there.
Bucket by hand. No, Benzie, Adams. Coach Guston, he has spunk and driving to his practices too.
I think Terry threw that off. He's seen a kid come from the side, trying to adjust his
travel.
Oh.
Mace went down hard.
Slid into first base there.
That floor is awful wet. It's hot in here too. I don't know what the barometric pressure is or the wind velocity, but that floor is wet.
It's got a lot to do with the viscosity, I know that.
Okay.
And therefore you bring the Shoshoneism into the whole thing, and you got water.
A little bit of H2O.
Amen.
Got Sony bringing the ball up the court. London down by 16. Still a lot of time.
London's having trouble with his zone defense.
That's not going to get it.
Got a pot hanger here.
Bucket by Benzie Adams.
47-29. I think we're about due for a timeout here with 3:26 left in the third quarter. London's down 47-29.
Bennett drives through the bucket and he's fouled by number 1-2 on the arms. 2 shots.
Coach Justice Guston, he's a never say die man, so
yeah.
We're still in it.
He had to run one of the freshman practices and Coach Long wasn't able to be there, and he gets the players going. And Coach Maynard, he seems like a laid back type of person, but he gets fired up too.
Maynard, they call him Mr. Cool, don't they?
Yeah, but when he gets out there and gets on them, they better step. Bennett hits the first free throw. Look, the referee's counting. 10 seconds. He's got to shoot that free throw.
He knocks in the second one. They're not having any trouble at all with our press. And their confidence level is up so high that they can shut their eyes and that ball's going to go in for them.
Downtown Jason Brown. Boy, they can't crack that shell, can they?
We need this one. Oops. Back up strong.
There's a little pump fake. Can't get it. Air ball. They can crack the outside of it, but they can't bust it.
Go up.
That's what he's got to do.
He's got to go up with a little strength. A little power move inside.
Well, Atkins isn't in the game right now, but I'm sure they have other shot blockers out there.
These other little fellas are jumping pretty high. From what I'm seeing right now, they're not missing Cody Whitaker too much.
No.
I seen in the paper the other day where they went down and played against them down at Southeastern. Kind of did a job on them.
Yeah. You miss a guy like that for a while, but then the other players bond together, and sometimes it makes you a stronger team. Oh, jump.
He did everything right, but finish it off on that drive down the middle.
There it is. That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do. John Wilson.
He took that shot from down below his head. 6'5". He's got to get that ball up over the top of them fellas.
Running with the full court pressure. Settling back to the man-to-man.
49-33. 2 minutes left in the third period.
Jamie Lewis with the shot. Adrian Terry straight up and down. He just got caught. He got his hands tangled up in there on the way up.
See Kahn going back in. I think Bennett's coming out. Well-deserved rest of Bennett. The boy, he hustles a lot. He hustles real well.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine young man.
And we got Andy Wood in for Jason Brown for the Eagles. Gus is calling out the play to switch up the press offense.
We got Mike Hand, 6'3", sophomore. He's a starter. Just knocked it in.
Gives him 5 and gets his own rebound. Coach Kurtz hollering for White.
35. Lewis is coaching on the floor.
Here's where they spread it and go for that quick shot. When they spread the floor like that, you gotta have weak side help. You gotta make sure if you're one pass away, you're denying. If the pass goes, you jump off to the ball. You gotta get there and give help.
I've listened to Lewis, number 35 for Plains, calling out the shot there. He's screaming at him to pull it back out and set a certain thing up. And he's a senior. He seems to be a leader for this team. But all of a sudden they caught on, they listened to him.
That's what you need.
What you call a coach on the floor.
He's calling for White. They're going to spread it again. They're going to spread it. Number 10, one-on-one. No.
Little 3-man weave out front and they lose the ball. Back up strong.
Sean Kahn for 2.
Sean Kahn knocks that one in.
Running down 50-35 with a minute remaining in the third. Box out. Knocked it by.
Number 12 Wood knocks that one in.
That gives him 4. We got number 20, DJ Hughes with the 5.
DJ Hughes is kind of over-guarding him. I believe it was Stoney took him to the side. Hughes called for reaching in. 52-35 with 44 seconds left in the third quarter. I got a monitor set up here, Tommy, for the cameraman. He's laid back, watching the monitor. And
yeah. Taking it easy.
Yeah. He about ready to go to sleep, I think.
Running with the track. We got Lewis who skip pass. Oh, what we got here?
Is that on Terry?
On Adrian Terry. Looked like Terry was occupying the lane first and that guy ran up his back.
That's the way it looked. The official was standing at a different angle we are and he saw it different. Got under 15 seconds left in this quarter. 52-35 Madison Plains. They're setting up for one last shot.
Going White, you know what that is. Oh, now they're going on the baseline.
Go in ball. I'd like to see one of them drop. Well, Tom, we got 3 quarters under our belt in the new season. And Madison Plains is up 52-35. This looks like almost a repeat of the last game they played against each other last year.
It's not over with.
It's not over till the 5 ladies sing. I see Mosley running down through there.
We got 8 minutes left in the ball game. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. Hopefully.
So we're looking at what? 15, 17 points?
17.
17. I know I was going to check your math out.
Adrian gets involved. We can. He's got what? Let me see here. 2, 4, 6. Still 7 points. He can jump in here and get involved, get some quick buckets, get to the free throw line, stop the clock. We'll be all right.
Yeah, what a difference 8 minutes makes.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to settle down now, tighten up on that defense. There for a while, Madison Plains got into a groove, and everything they threw up, no matter where it was at, well, it went in. That's the way things go when you're, oops, he was on the line. I'm glad he didn't call that.
11 inbounds it. Well, they just can't get anything going.
Seems like nothing won't work for them tonight.
Another thing, go ahead. Another thing that helps out Plains, they didn't play last night. London played with a game under their belt. I'm sure scouts were there.
And a lot of times you take a game like London had last night where they really didn't have any competition. You start, things look good to you then, but then when the competition turns around, it makes it a little hard to readjust to that competition level. Got Terry setting up. Wilson, a little short jumper from the foul line. It's good.
The scouting or no scouting, it helps out, but when the team takes away your first option, you got to be able to go to that second option.
I was at the Grandview game, and there was at least 5. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that the coach was from Madison Plains was there scouting.
Three. 12-point ball game. What a difference a game made.
We're down 12 now. They cut the lead to 12, 52-40. We got a timeout by Plains. Plains is 7 minutes, 5 seconds left with a 12-point lead. Well, Tommy, what do you think, Coach? I'm going to put it on you now. You do a little coaching. What do you think Guston might be telling the boys about now?
He's telling them definitely don't panic. There's a lot of time left. 4-possession ball game right now with whether down 12 with the 3-point play. It's 4-possession ball game. Take your time getting inside, work it. Take advantage of the free throw line and win the ball game.
I heard that. Does Coach Long let you do that at timeout?
No, he won't let me say anything. No, he lets me pretty much say what I want. As long as I remember he's the head coach.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Y'all, have you got a pretty good team this year?
Yeah, we played Olentangy the other night and won, I think it was 69-33, but you really can't judge a team by one game. But we got some real good kids.
Well, I want to urge all the fans, even though this game is a tight one, I want you to get behind London and come on out and support them and keep them crowds. That helps with the wins. You got that support if this pumps the team up that much more.
Yeah, it does. You see some of these city league schools and the number of people that live in the communities, and there's Nathan Atkins.
How many's Atkins got? He just kind of scored a
2,
wheel
4,
now.
6, 14, 16.
With 6 minutes left in the game. Wilson squaring up, little short jumper, he ought to go.
There we go.
Number 45, Wilson. He knocks it in.
Now we can't go tit for tat. We need to stop. cut it to 8 with 5 minutes left. We're in great shape. Getting back to the Columbus ball games I was talking about. You go watch one of them, football or well, they won't let me talk.
Jason down now, sitting about his 12 to 14 points.
That's 19 for Brown.
Well, Brown is burning them next tonight.
Square up, square up. Yeah, you go to the ball games in Columbus and you see no one in the stands, maybe about 15 to 20 people.
Makes you wonder where everybody goes. Hey, mate, she knocks in. Ned's got about 10.
11. No. That's when we didn't need 3.
Good block by Grilke.
Jamie Lewis for 2. London was effective going inside, and then we kind of, Sony shot that 3. It was an open 3, but we were getting the job done by going inside, so keep going with what's getting you there.
The lead just went up 62 to 42. Yeah. Wilkins turnaround jumper's no good. Over to Wilson. Looks like there's a lid on that bucket. We just can't seem to get anything going for it.
Foul number 51, Nathan Atkins. Got Adrian Terry at the line shooting 2.
Playing to win up now, 62 to 42. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the last period. Terry knocks one in, cut the lead to 19.
Nothing to fall, nothing to fall.
Terry misses the second half for 1-1.
Big man scoring at will. Scoring at will.
Atkins playing like he's on a mission.
Square up. Nice give and go.
We had 3 people jump on. He got mugged that time.
He got foul.
Good sportsmanship there. Brown did offer to help him up.
And they gave the foul to Jamie Lewis.
64 to 43. Plains leading with 4:28 left in the game. Got Corey Bennett going to the line shooting now. Should be 2 shots. Don't want to fall for it. Take the lid off the basket.
Try the second one. Running down by 20 with 4:25 left.
I want to thank Carl King for his fine camera work he's doing tonight.
By Jamie Lewis.
Running just being outplayed, out-hustled all over the floor.
John Wilson was a step, well, I say a half a step off. Trying to play good post defense, just missed.
Yeah, Atkins posted up pretty good.
He's played a real good ball game tonight.
He got about 25 now.
Where was he at last year? Well, he's only a sophomore.
Atkins is a sophomore?
I mean, well, last year. He's a junior now.
These corn-fed boys are growing up down here.
And this is his second free throw. He's got 2 good. He has 19. Bennett for 3. Very good. Another wet spot. See if you can find that wet spot down there, Carl. Uh-oh.
Jackpot time.
909. 319. 909. 319.
Well, we got a score of 67-44. Madison's Claims is in the lead with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the final period. Thomas been all Plains this second half.
Pretty much London cut it to 10, and Plains just went on a 10-2 spurt. He broke it wide open again.
On the run.
So that's pretty much been the story of the whole game. Rush the ball down the court. Rush the shot. Not patient. Then the score tells the story.
On the run. He drew the foul. Guy reached in, slapped the ball out, and hit him on the arm. Con knocks in the front end of the 1-1. .67-45. Got Williamson back in the game. He missing a short jumper. Got Williamson, Grulke, Terry, Con, and Sony for London. Good block by Grulke. Con makes a good move. I thought he traveled, but we'll take it anyway. 67-47, London down by 20.
They still got to get down, play defense, and work on things.
Got under 3 minutes now left in the game.
No box out on number 41.
Benji Adams coming across and just a little snatch a rebound and put it back up. Con back inside, he gets beat up.
See what that pump fake does?
It draws a lot of attention, doesn't it?
We got a foul on 43.
Carl, if you want to, you can pick up some close-ups of the crowd. They're starting to file out on us.
Yeah.
See Mr. Froning and our superintendent and principal are still here. I can't think of the principal's name.
Where's that?
He's got a professional name. Same name as some star. All I can say. He'll get me for this.
Where's Dr. Froning?
Right up the first aisle, on this side of the aisle, up to almost halfway to the top. Right under that basket.
Okay. I still don't see.
Open your eyes. He's wearing
Okay, I
a
see.
red tie. And we're back to the game. Okay, we got Con to the line. Knocks in the first one. 69.
48.
69 to 48. 69-49. Score back at 20. Now we're playing a little spread to defense now. A little keep away. 3-man figure 8. They lost the ball. Do okay. Con goes for 3. No good. Williamson back up strong. It's no good. And the big man, Atkins, comes down with the rebound. Atkins played a whale of a game tonight.
Yes, he has. Still in. He's tough.
(71 to 49). Just a matter of time now. That lid's still on the basket. London can't get the lid away from it. Adams knocks in. Easy layup on a fast break. 40 seconds left. 73-49. Little turnaround jumper by Con, it's good.
He's a shooter.
Well, I have to say the Plains looking mighty good so far.
Yeah.
Starting out the season. I definitely
The man with the soft
want to wish
touch.
them all the luck because they're not in our conference. So I hope they go ahead and win their conference. Make Madison County proud.
I wish we played him again, but if at first you don't succeed, try and try again.
And that ends the game with London down by 20, 73 to 53. And so fans, we want to remind you that London has another game next week, next Saturday, Friday, I believe it is, at home. I believe it's against Bexley. So try to get out and make it a point to support these kids and make the season more successful.
Plains look good tonight. They got a lot of work to do. London didn't look so good, and they've got a lot of work to do. But both teams have good ball players, good coaches, and Madison Plains will build on this win, and London will build on the loss.
So that's about all we've got to tell you. Once again, get on out there and support your team. And this is Gary McNeil.
Tom Wilson.
And we're saying good night.
Thank you.